Stunned by support attacks. That's good. Increases allies' defense for 3 turns. Critical rate for 1 ally for 3 turns. That might be useful. Deals medium physical fire damage to 1 enemy. May inflict burn. That's good. Moves all allies to front row and increases their attack by 2 ranks for 3 turns. Deals medium damage. Negates 1 repel. Oh, this is tough. This is very tough. I want to get them all level 20. This gunner's insane. I have almost got this guy to level 20. The Swordmaster I should keep. But here, I don't know if this is the level. I actually don't like Magic Seeker too much. I don't think Magic Seeker is too good. We could somehow level up this thing. Go Mage. Scroll, stay at Swords. He's so close to 20. It's going to be awesome when he gets a Swordmaster. Hulkenberg. Ooh, I think we're going to pivot. We're going to pivot the Brawler, I think. Get the Pugilist. Pugilist to go fire. We need a better weapon for her. But we'll go Gas. And then, for sure, Assassin looks crazy. Assassin looks crazy.
My.
There's 3 ends. This one seems full.
Hey.
Loveless.
Right.
Golden Coral for the Forden stays.
I guess, but... Huh?
Spider's dead.
Oh, this blooming heat.
Hey there! I see. What?
Oh, this blooming heat.
What is it you require?
The hell?
Yeah.
It goes to the spider.
My.
What do I do?
All right then.
Spider's dead.
Enjoy your...
Kind of.
Spider dead.
Well, should have figured.
'Tis a far cry from the...
Did you see that giant bug just now?
Wait, this place is so bad.
Oh, pull yourself together. It's just...
Well, listen to you. You can't have lived.
Hence...
That's why you lived in that hut.
More importantly, we must discuss...
Right. Joanna will admit to the crime.
Wait, this is
The
so
guilt
terrible.
of the Sanctoress, especially of her status, will guilt Forden by association.
Why don't we just sleep on the damn
That should make an impression on Louise.
front runner?
Yet for all this,
And
we
runner.
need Joanna herself. Do you truly think she would join us?
We have to trust her.
She chose to offer her own head instead of the monster's. If you ask me, I believe she expressed...
And what if she ends up not showing up?
If it comes to that, you've still got my head for the days. After...
Balderdash will not sacrifice an innocent life for our victory.
Right. We've done what we can do. All the...
Joanna will show
Too
up.
early yet to retire for the night. And while we're at it,
Oh, haha, very funny.
Or hi hi.
What are we without beauty? What do we care for promises and speeches from repulsive mouths? Beauty is...
Sounds like the candidates have started their speeches.
With all skills and talents equal, would you see the
I hate
crown
you.
atop an ugly head or a handsome one? Beauty is power.
Dude, your
Lack
nose
one,
looks like a
you should lack
fucking
the
rock.
other. When I take the throne, all the hideous will be stripped of their titles. Together, we shall build a nation ruled only by radiant, everlasting paragons of beauty.
I
love you, Lord Milo! I love you forever!
well, he has a point about what people tend to follow.
What?
You'd rather wait for a king who was always right?
Enough about appearance. A beautiful face cannot win wars. Without military power, the crown's voice means nothing! When I am king, I will establish a unified nation with the Rousant tribe at its head! Our tribes, our status, they mean something. You could stray from a monolith, but it will still remain. There can be no true peace without using the power we command! Hear, hear! For Rousant pride!
What pride is there in seizing power by force?
You know what I don't understand by these statements they do? They're clearly dividing the people. Like, so what? Every single only pretty guys are gonna, or pretty people are gonna like support that guy, and only Rousants are gonna support that guy. I feel like it's just like, why would you pigeonhole yourself in like that kind of
Disgraceful.
thing?
When I'm queen, all the land's corrupt upper classes will be wanted men. We'll have our guillotines sharpened.
I like
and
you,
our
Katarina,
wallets
but
open. Those who thought
you're
to tilt the world with their heavy
also
coffers
crazy.
will be a head lighter. We'll split their fortunes and toast to our health.
Preach it, Katharina! You're just what this land needs!
Wouldn't the first target be the one on the throne, then?
Everyone's just shouting all their ideals out.
These candidates are all pathetic. Nobody here even compares to Lord Luis.
Luis isn't even in the running, lad. Poor Blight is afraid of losing to Sanctifex Forden.
You've got it backwards, geezer. He's just not wasting his time on these windbags.
I confess, I know not how to feel.
What?
It is unprecedented. Never before have our citizens come together in the street in broad daylight and shared their true feelings on king and kingdom.
Indeed. Is this really the kind of change His Majesty wanted? Maybe I'm overthinking it.
Let's go in. If we hang around too long here, we're bound to get dragged into a nasty argument.
I mean, people are actually. That aquarium? Gab, gab, gab. Gab, gab, gab.
When I'm king, pleasures will rule the city. A bar on every block and a flagon in every hand. All you can drink, all year round.
Woo! Next round's on Loveless.
Let fools be content with their fool dreams.
Are people stupid?
Grant me the crown, and I will make our kingdom powerful beyond imagining.
Most powerful? Doesn't really mean anything, does it? Aren't you another one of Luis's flunkies, hound? Stop barking and get back.
Always about that goddamn Luis. I've been in the guard just as long.
Wait, does he not like Luis?
Quite a lively crowd.
That lad there, he's an elder, ain't he?
Well, strike me down, you're right.
Never seen one of you blokes before. Might be out of luck in the race, though. You'll not stand a chance.
Pay him no mind.
Wow, there are fish swimming in...
Ah, I've heard of this. 'Tis on the customer to fish up a catch, and the chefs will prepare it for eating.
I admit, I'm curious. Shall I sing a shanty for you as you take up...
Favorite of fish? Did we actually get a fish? Ew.
Is that really edible?
By all means.
Did she even...
Why, tis delicious! The aroma of the sea simply floods the mouth.
I think
Guess
wrong
I'll
with her.
try a bite. I mean, they wouldn't let us fish up anything outright inedible. I hope.
Can't afford to be too picky.
Well, at least it ought to be better than the cuisine. Ugh. It's...
I said nothing since Hulkenberg seemed to enjoy it so much, but if you're going to eat an unknown fish, might you not at least...
Tis fine enough without...
You need way...
Hulkenberg is so funny.
Excuse me, friends. Don't mean to interrupt your meal. Sounds like you made a hell of a splash in Martyra, huh? Felling a vicious beast's one thing, but not many candidates took it figuratively.
With a problem like that,
Well, the rest of the candidates had to find themselves ahead for the lineup. Rather struck me when you all broke away, so...
Well, let's see. Got a head right here, I suppose.
Lips sealed, huh? Well, I'm certainly looking forward to the exhibition then. I've always preferred to chase an interesting lead over a sure bet. Can't help it, I'm afraid. So, I'll have a keen eye out for you.
That cry is an odd one. Not really what you'd expect from a Sanctus promoter.
Rumor has it that young candidate hasn't brought ahead. Wonder what he's playing at.
Whatever it is, he's about to get a sharp lesson in the ways of the world, poor lad.
I think he's worth keeping an eye on. Keep it under your hats, chums. But his power may rival Count Luis. I think he's just the ingredient we need to, spike.
Right.
You wound me! Nobody trusts a radical, huh? I expect you'll...
Now you can like, I don't mind saying underdog. Please go to sleep then.
look at that.
Bedtime. Actually, let's talk to everybody.
Yeesh.
My apologies.
Everybody's so funny and weird.
Let's rest.
Look at that.
Stroll is like it's kind of like an overly cautious yet righteous, over righteous like noble
Time marches on.
who doesn't
and the
have
age
ill
of a
intent
new
at all,
king
but
draws
sometimes can get like weird. Hulkenberg is like weirdly sometimes aggressive, but also like I don't know.
The man's sloshed. Again.
Bro, stop getting drunk, man.
What happened to waiting for our guests?
Seems like Joanna and Bar...
Oh, I feared this might happen. And we've no other head.
Let's all stay calm, alright?
Ah! I'm going to splash...
I'm going to splash water on my face. Sleepy, sleepy. Hello. How you doing?
My sincerest apologies.
7:40.
I wasn't expecting anyone to come in. You see,
I'd be lying if I were to say that you didn't miss a lot. So.
How did you come to be here?
Is something the matter, Barden?
They were here the whole time?
I'm so terribly sorry. We heard the Gauntlet Runner had a washroom,
You're at
so
work?
we thought we'd freshen up a bit.
That's fine. I can catch you up, but it might take me a bit.
I bathed first and was resting in the back room, contemplating my final day as a sanctuary.
Sir Nuris over there very decently let us in to wash up.
I couldn't stand it, old thing. Her heart
You're okay,
would
though.
bring any
It's fine.
right-thinking man to tears. Could have run like a bally thief in the night, but here she is, washing away her sins. It was more than a chap could bear, I say.
The bottle's barely any emptier. Was it? Oh, please do not blame the poor man. Talking to him has eased my heart for the trials to come. I cannot let myself betray.
Okay, so quick recap. Quick. I did a lot of side stuff for like character development that I will, I think, explain when it comes up in story. So I'm not gonna do it right now. But main plot wise, okay. Remember how we were gonna go into the like that well cellar thing to like find the monster that's been eating all the kids? So I did that today. Went in there, found the kids, saved the ones that were kidnapped. Then we were trying to hunt, like, find Morris, that guy who like was kidnapping the kids. Find the monster. And then we find the monster, scary ass piece of shit. Like, it was terrifying when you first see it. Kind of scary. It was a human, of course. But we find out that it was a human that was being cared for by Joanna. You're here, right? You're not in like ads or anything.
And regress to my vile delusions.
You're not like stuck in ads or anything. Damn, you cannot read that shit. Damn, you're okay. You cannot read that. Crazy. Too much text. So we go down there. We find the monster. Scary as shit. We find out that that Joanna girl has been keeping it and caring for it like it's her own baby. Because you find out that she had a kid. She had an illegitimate kid. Is it illegitimate? Is that the right word? Not not a bastard. Like she had a kid with somebody in someone else in another tribe that she wasn't supposed to have a kid with, right? So her entire family thought, and was like, this kid is a curse. It's an abomination. You got to get rid of it. It's gonna bring a doom to our family. You got to get rid of it. And she was like, nah, I ain't doing that shit. It's my kid. I love it. I love him. I don't know if it was a boy or girl. But one day she has, she has to go somewhere, babysit. She hires a babysitter. Babysitter stabs the damn baby in the middle of the night, kills the baby. The whole family's rejoicing. They're like, yay, we killed the baby. Our family's saved. Meanwhile, Joanna's like distraught and depressed. Like, what the like, why'd you do this? And then one day she finds the human, the monster, that looks like a little baby, basically. It's like a monstrous baby on two legs. It's weird as shit. But she's like, oh my god, this is like the reincarnation or something of like my baby. So she started like treating it like her own baby, her own kid. And so she was like feeding it people and kids and stuff to like keep it happy. Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. So like Heisme and her kind of didn't bond per se, but they kind of like reminisced on like losing kids. Like Heisme was like, yeah, I lost my kid too. He was trampled in a riot and no one gave a shit about him because he was a euphemia, whatever they call, whatever their race is called. He was just there in a puddle of his own blood and no one helped him. And he said he ran away because he hated everything and he wanted to die, basically. But like it's better to like face the darkness than run away from it and whatnot. So after we defeated the monster, she was like, you know what, guys, I'll turn myself in. I will be the monster, the head that you turn into the competition. So that's where we're at right now. So we moved on. We did a bunch of side missions, a lot of character missions that I'll probably explain later on. We're down in the port city where all the candidates are. And we're about to, you know, present all the heads. So that's kind of where we're at right now.
I only sought to atone with myself before my sins are duly punished.
This is the lady. Yeah, it was dark. It was pretty dark. And I tell you, the scene that there was like a cutscene right with the beginning of that fight against the baby. That shit was crazy.
I understand. Thank you for coming. Then, as we agreed, please confess before the crowd when the time comes. To be honest, I'm hesitant to turn you in now you've genuinely decided to repent. I mean, we're hardly icons of virtue ourselves.
That's what I was thinking too. I was like low key, like she's repenting. I feel so bad for her. Like she doesn't have to turn herself in. Right? Surely she definitely feels bad, but I'm also like, damn, she killed a bunch of kids. She like basically murdered a bunch of little kids. And I'm like, okay, well, hard to like say we forgive you when you've done that. You know what I'm saying?
In fairness, you're a woman of status, and it'll be a big crowd. We're not looking to instigate a public stoning here. You can explain yourself freely, in your own words. We can't ask anything more than that.
Thank you. Truly, I've felt so much more at peace since last we spoke. The fog has only cleared further.
It was so depressing
Giving me
because she just started crying at the end of the fight, just saying, "I love my child." I would have died in his place if I had the chance. And I was like, oh my god, this is so sad.
Thank you for everything. I do hope you win.
It's like, this is so sad. Everything's so sad.
Yes.
Whoever the crown goes to, we're at least going to make sure it isn't used.
At last, it seems our preparations are set.
Also, I'm like in the crown rankings, I'm like top 800. I'm going crazy. I'm from like 4.5K to top 800. Let's see how the rankings change after this.
Thank you all for waiting. The very first round of the tournament for the throne, the exhibition of the brave, is about to begin.
I don't.
Our monarchs-to-be will now present to the people the heads
I'm
they
betting on more
seized
racism.
to demonstrate their power as worthy of
This
the
place is
throne.
a big
date,
racism
when the second round
pot.
is announced, the faces on the King's Rock, that is to say, the candidates with the top 20
Yeah, I figured you fell
will
asleep.
pass the first round.
Dude, I'm not even kidding you. You missed the... It's funny because I think you missed 2 of the closest fights back to back. Both those dungeons I did had 2 of the closest boss fights I've done. Like, it was crazy. It was crazy. I was like in shock. I was in shock. I told you about that first one, but the second one, I want you to imagine Those mimic bitches, first of all, are honestly the worst thing in this game. But you have to beat a boss mimic at the end of that dungeon. There's 2 guys alive. One guy is like asleep, so he's worthless. One guy's asleep, he's worthless. I don't know how much health this thing has left, but I know it's weak. All I have is Hulkenberg, and I'm like, dude, I don't know what to do, because I don't think I can kill it in one shot, because Hulkenberg doesn't have any attack. She's my tank. My other guy's asleep, and I have 1 turn. I was like, I don't know what to do. I pull out the damn scroll from the item box. There's 200 damage. I still don't know if that's gonna do enough damage to kill it. I don't know, because it still has like a little bit left, but I would say like it was very close to 200. And I'm definitely gonna die next turn if I don't kill it. Pull out the scroll, use the scroll for 200 damage, kill it, and I was in fucking shock.
20?
I was in shock.
'Tis a great many eliminations in but 1 round.
I was hoping we'd at least make it through the first, but it might not be that simple.
I was in shock. I was like, oh my god. Especially because I fought that boss like multiple times beforehand. Like that, I was like, that was a grind, that fight was.
Oh, it's her ladyship. Lord
Like,
Montario's here too,
I came up with a perfect strategy.
The armor on that fellow over there.
And it was goated.
The general, is he?
And of course, we have the one, the only, the people's favorite, our guest from the Sanctus Church, better known as the Miracle Saint, healer of all ills, presenting the lovely Lady Rella Cygnus.
Saint? Who's this? Someone fill me in. I've been literally living in a hole.
A brilliant healer. We've met, though a long time ago. Even as a student, she was already considered the kingdom's best in her field.
Looks like the crowd's on your side, milady. Can you give us a few words about what's on your mind as you take on the judge's mantle?
Well, I'm afraid you've rather got me on the spot. Hello, all. This city sure has, great seafood.
Good one. Good one.
And, well, sea creatures.
I love
Fascinating, aren't they?
the side art.
So much we still don't know about them.
This, like, these, like, art.
Oh, I did hear about a legend
love
of
them.
some monster in the eastern seas of Oceania. Imagine, the mind races. I'm hoping I can investigate those sightings while I'm here.
That's just great, Lady Rella. I'll just stop you there, clock's ticking and all that. But we're thrilled you're enjoying your stay.
Sometimes I can hardly believe you're my sister.
Wait, they're
Still not much of
sisters?
a public speaker, are you?
So she's a saint?
Well, she seems like a nice enough lady.
We'd better stop worrying about her and focus on ourselves. I don't see Luis anywhere, but I bet he's got eyes in the crowd.
Well, I mean, Luis technically didn't join the thing, so he has no obligation to be here.
The time has come. Let the exhibition of the brave begin! First up is a respected gentleman of the church, Guido, the head of the monk soldiers of the Crown Theocracy.
He's about a big fish. Are you kidding me? I could have definitely. All right.
I've no taste for needless killing. Therefore, I chose a mark with meat, abundant and edible. After the judging, it will be served in a banquet for the poor.
A stand-up fellow, my good people. Strength and compassion in one package. He's got the crowd on his side right from the start. Now, is there anyone who can top this?
I can.
And we have a challenger. Second in line is the church's...
One look at the head and I know
Time
what
out,
you're
time out.
thinking. But
Time out.
small, isn't it? Well, I can bloody well tell you I'm not like this smarmy git who fished up his dinner.
True.
I'll tell you what this is. Behold, the head of a hideous human!
Where's your proof? Yes, the young sod's right. How do we know that's really a human?
What drivel? Look at the thing! You think a normal beast could have a face like this?
Probably just made the damn thing yourself.
Oh, useless as ever. Did it never occur to him that the average citizen has never seen a human?
Now, everyone, let's have a little composure, please. Candidate Gladell, we're very much obliged. You may step down.
I have killed 2 humans
Now, on to the next.
in the past, like, 2 weeks. Oh my god. That one's crazy. The big giant squid.
The size of that thing. Is that the monster of the Eastern Sea?
Someone took the beastie down. Who did the deed?
I'd heard tell of a monster tormenting the people.